Day 67 of the war has been dominated yet again by the Strait of Hormuz. The United States has taken some very ambitious and fairly aggressive action, it says, to clear the straits. And they've sent a couple of warships into the straits, and they say that 2 American flagged cargo ships have come out of the straits protected by those 2 warships. Lots of claims and counterclaims. The Iranians say that they've attacked American warships. Well, if they have, it hasn't been very effective. And the Americans have said that they've destroyed at least 6 fast attack boats, which were sent out presumably against some of the ships in the area. More claims will doubtless be made, and we'll see where they go in the next day or so. Meanwhile, a fire broke out at Fujairah. And Fujairah is this big oil terminal in the UAE. Fujairah is really important because there is a pipeline that goes from the straits themselves right through to Fujairah. So although it only takes 2 million barrels a day, ships are able to load up at Fujairah without going through the straits at all, just because they're at the end of the pipeline. And this fire that occurred at Fujairah, the UAE says was caused by an Iranian drone. Maybe it was. Pete Hegseth has said that the ceasefire still holds. Well, maybe that could be true, because at the moment neither side has gone back to all-out attacks, and it may be that the Iranians are trying to scale their reactions to all of this in a careful way. We'll see. But behind all of this is a really ambitious American strategy. And that strategy, they say, they've been working on for quite some time. It has 3 elements. The first element is that over mainland Iran, right deep into the inland areas, the Americans are offering a big zone in which they aim to be able to take on anything that moves, any threat that might move to the coast. They say they will destroy deep inland inside Iran, and they'll do this with the use of drones, of satellite intelligence, of aircraft, and of ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. They'll use everything to prevent the Iranians getting any of their forces towards the coast. That's the first element. The second element is over the Strait of Hormuz themselves, and they describe a dome. That's what they call it. They say they've put a dome over the Strait of Hormuz. And that dome, it's not an aerial dome, it is a military arrangement whereby they say they'll take on anything in the air, on the ground, at sea, or even underneath the sea. If they see any sort of threat developing anywhere in this zone, they'll go after it. And they can go after it in a matter of seconds, not 10 minutes, but 100 seconds, 110, 120 seconds. That's the kill chain that they're able to bring to bear inside this dome, which they claim now to have established over the Strait of Hormuz itself. And the third element, and this is in a way the most interesting element, is they say they have demined a channel that runs towards the coast of the UAE and then runs really close to the coast, right up over the point and down the coast of Oman. And this channel, they say, is clear, it's demined, they've been working on it secretly for some time. And ships can go into this channel and, with American help, can get out of the Gulf. Pete Hegseth said today that hundreds of ships, hundreds is what he said, are lining up to take this channel. Well, we'll see pretty soon if that is the case. The fact is, what the Americans are putting together here is a very, very ambitious plan. We'll know by the end of the week whether hundreds of ships have taken advantage of it. If they haven't, then the Americans probably will only have the option of escalating further, and then the ceasefire really will be over.